So what are the 5 things you should do right now? Not next week, but right now to prepare for the upcoming recession. We're going to talk about that today, coming up next. So if you haven't been saving for the past few years, you've been spending on dumb shit. My friend, now it's time to save. Save for what? Save for your emergency funds. Have at least 6 months of savings. As much as you think that you won't get retrenched, you can't guarantee anything because just yesterday in Singapore, this news came out. PMET unemployment in Singapore continues to climb. And this is a major sign again that tells you that recession is going to come. Karen, my boss won't fire me because I'm the best employee in the world. Okay, good for you. But does that mean that you shouldn't prepare for a rainy day? In 2008 financial crisis, the amount of unemployment doubled, my friend, doubled. If there are people who are employed, they are underemployed. Like if you study for a freaking law degree, because you can't find a job, you now have to work as a clerk. Because you know what? Better than nothing, right? The problem with most people is that they start saving only when crisis is starting to come. When you have no income coming in, you need time to work on your side hustle. In other words, work on your dreams. If you freaking hate your job, right now is the time to work on your dreams, to work on a business that you want to start. Even if you don't get retrenched, when you reach a certain age, you're gonna get retrenched, you're gonna get fired eventually. So why not start now? Why do you want to spend half of your life working to make other people rich, working to make other people's dream come true, only to reach the end of your life and then be like, I've made my boss rich, but what have I done for myself? What have you done for yourself? Nothing. Remember in 2008, unemployment went above 9% for 2 straight years, and it did not recover until 2015. So it takes freaking 7 years for the economy to recover. So you're gonna face 6 to 7 years of struggling to find a job. The time you spend finding that freaking job that doesn't exist might as well be spent working on your dreams. You want to start an e-commerce business? It's time to start now. Nowadays with internet, with the computer, with your mobile phone, that is enough. There are literally people sitting in front of the camera. I'm sorry, I think this expired. There are literally people sitting in front of the camera and then eating KFC, making 5 freaking figures a month. You can complain all you want. All these stupid mukbangers, all they do is eat all day and then do nothing else with their life. This is the reality right now. Now, the third thing you should do is cut your credit card debt. Actually, you should be doing this on normal times. Don't wait for a recession. Then you'll be like, okay, now it's time to cut my credit. Now, unless you're telling me that you have so much income coming in that having credit card debt is not significant to you, the interest rate is nothing to you, that is fine. Because I know a lot of rich people, they use credit card. But my problem are those people who are earning $2,000, $3,000 a month. And because they don't have enough savings to buy the LV bag, to buy Hermes belt, then they use credit card. Now that is just stupid. Now when the recession really comes, there are a couple of things that you can buy, a couple of things that you can sell. Very often times when you see a crisis happening in the markets, when people are scared, you see certain types of currencies like high yield currencies going down. So hence, you can look into selling high yield currencies. For example, let's take Australian dollar has a high interest rate. If you pair with a currency with low interest rate, for example, yen, and you know that yen is a safe haven and hence, so when people are selling Australian dollar and flocking to yen, for example, you see the whole entire currency going down in the long term. And then if you do sell, you cannot hold it for 1 to 2 days. If you're a day trader, don't go and sell because in the short-term currencies, they move based on emotions. If you look at the long-term chart, you see the higher currencies going down, provided if you pair it with the right kind of currencies. Then comes the question, what are some of the things that you can buy? Look for major discounts in the stock market. Now, I'm not saying that you should have all your portfolio into stocks. Because if you are near retirement, you're very close to retirement, you might want to put most of your money into safer assets, for example, bonds. Then a lot of people say, Karen, but stock market will be very volatile during a recession. Then why not put everything into bonds? Yes, you can put everything into bonds, but are you okay with the low amount of returns? The real returns after inflation, are you okay with that? Now the thing is, if you're already in stocks, okay, you know that the stock market is going to plunge. So the majority of dumb money, what they are going to do is they are going to panic sell. Why do most people do this? Because they are really short-term focused. Now, if you are long-term focused, if you have a time horizon of 5 to 10 years, you wouldn't panic because you know why? This is the S&P 500, okay? If you look at the long-term, S&P 500 in the long term is going to go up, agree with me? But in the short term, it's going to do small retracement, which is going to look like it's doomsday in the short term. Tech bubble burst, markets plunge, can you see that? Alright, and then in 2008, one more time. Can you see that? Can you see that? Now realize that every single time the stock market plunges, falls by 30%, when the market does recover, it's gonna shoot up. So if you panic sell right over here, and you have this short-term vision, you are going to miss out on this long-term bull run right here. Agree with me? So the fourth thing I need you to do is to restructure your portfolio based on your retirement age, and then have some spare cash so that you can use that spare cash to look for undervalued assets to buy. Because even in recession, there are still stocks that's going to go up. For example, think of what do you still use every single day? Do you still do every single day when times are bad, when you're retrenched? Every single day you still need to eat, every single day you need to buy tissue paper. But you will cut down on travel, on spa, on buying LV bag. So you know which kind of stocks to buy. For example, consumer staples, non-cyclical stocks. I'll show you another example, okay? You look at Dow Jones Index. In the long term, it goes up. Agree with me? In 2000 recession, you see? The price went down a little bit, okay? And then in 2008, right here. Can you see that? This is where most people sold. They panic sell. Not knowing that after every single freaking recession is when the strongest bull run will come. Are you going to freaking miss out on this? Okay, are you going to freaking miss out on this? This bull run. This is the reason why a lot of millionaires are created after a recession. You see millionaires coming out just like that, and there are freaking opportunities in every disaster. Look at the haze in Singapore right now. Like people complaining about haze, oh no, I can't breathe, oh no. How many businesses are out there and be like selling haze masks like hot cakes, making tons of money? Somebody's gonna profit from it anyway. You're not harming anybody. You're just taking advantage of opportunities. So don't feel bad that you're making money during a recession even though other people are getting retrenched. Now the thing is, there are good stocks to buy during a recession. In fact, there are some stocks that go up during a recession. For example, if you look at Colgate, do you still need to brush teeth during a recession? Or you'll be like, no, I just lost my job, I guess I'm just gonna stop brushing my teeth, gonna stop showering and all that. Now if you look at March 2009, when the financial crisis is at its worst, look at what happened to the stock price of Colgate. Of course, at first it went down a little bit, just a small retracement, but then when the crisis is at the worst, guess what happened to the stock price? Look at this. Can you see that? It went from $29 to $35 when the crisis is at its worst. So of course, more stocks will go down, yes, but you just gotta find the stocks that go up and just focus on that few stocks. You know what I'm saying? Now in the next video, I'm gonna share with you specifically what currencies to buy, what currencies to sell, and also I'm going to detail which commodities you should consider looking at. Now if you want to learn how to pick stocks properly, go check out my video I've done in the past on 10 criteria on how you can pick a stock. I think the title is something like that. Okay, so with that, I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.